Welcome. So, you clicked on this video because you're looking to boost your confidence. But before we dive in, I need you to answer a crucial question. And I want you to answer it honestly. For yourself. Why do you want to be confident? Seriously. Take a moment and ask yourself why. What real difference will it make in your life if you achieve confidence, or if you don't? Let me be straight with you. Confidence isn't a given. Change isn't guaranteed. Most people remain trapped in the same dull, comfortable, and fearful existence indefinitely. Take a hard look at your life right now. What does it actually look like? Be brutally honest. Are you spending most of your time indoors? Are you endlessly scrolling through social media? Are you neglecting books and failing to learn something new each day? Do you avoid striking up conversations with strangers and shy away from facing your fears? Are you clinging to your comfort zone as if it were your permanent address? And when you observe those who are thriving, the athletes, the business leaders, the engaging speakers, the innovative creators, the genuinely confident individuals, do you chalk it up to mere luck? Do you assume they were simply born that way? They're not lucky at all. They're disciplined. They have clear goals. They have structured routines. They push themselves relentlessly, even when they're unmotivated. They don't give in to the temptation to say, "I'm too tired," or "I'm just not in the mood." Because here's the truth. Your feelings often lie to you. Your feelings crave comfort and ease. However, success, genuine confidence, and personal growth are only attained when you override those feelings and commit to doing what needs to be done. Your feelings won't mold you into a great athlete. Your feelings won't pave the way for you to become a successful entrepreneur. Your feelings won't empower you to confidently stand on a stage, address an audience, or lead a team. You need to quiet your emotions and activate your discipline. And that's precisely what this video is designed to help you do. Today, we're going to rewire your brain. We're going to explore practical and powerful techniques that will empower you to cultivate authentic confidence. Not eventually, but starting right now. But only if you're truly committed. So, if you're simply here as a passive observer, this video isn't for you. But if you're here to transform, if you're fed up with feeling stuck, fearful, shy, quiet, and invisible, then stick with me until the very end. And here's an extra bonus. This video will also enhance your English skills. Yes, really. As you intently listen to every word, your brain is actively training. You'll be improving your listening comprehension, deepening your understanding, expanding your vocabulary, and refining your pronunciation. So, if you're serious about developing both confidence and English fluency, this is the perfect practice. 2 valuable goals achieved with one video: confidence and English improvement. So stick around until the end. You're about to grow in every way. Let's begin. 1. Set daily goals and achieve them. Let's start with the fundamentals. Confidence isn't something you stumble upon in a book, a video, or a motivational quote. Confidence is something you actively earn through taking action. So, here's your first assignment. Set daily goals and make it a point to accomplish them without fail. Now, don't mistake this for creating a never-ending to-do list or establishing unrealistic expectations. I'm not suggesting you jot down 20 goals and then fail to achieve any of them. Start small, but start powerfully. For example, wake up at 6 a.m., read 5 pages of a book, write 3 sentences in English, exercise for 10 minutes, initiate a conversation with 1 new person. That's it. These aren't monumental goals, but they create momentum, and that momentum fuels confidence. Why is this so important? Because each time you honor a commitment you make to yourself, your brain registers, "I can trust this person." Conversely, every time you promise yourself something and then fail to deliver, you erode your self-respect. And genuine confidence simply cannot flourish without self-respect. Let's say you resolve to drink more water. But you don't. You decide to limit your social media scrolling, but you find yourself scrolling again. You tell yourself you'll learn something new, but you skip it. Each time you break a promise to yourself, you weaken your inner resolve. But every time you follow through, even in small ways, your inner voice grows stronger. So set 3 to 5 achievable goals each morning and commit to completing them. Don't skip them. Don't give in to the excuse, "I don't feel like it." Because feelings don't forge warriors. Discipline does. 2. Develop new skills. Let me share something you likely won't hear on other channels. Confidence isn't some magical, elusive quality. It's a direct result of competence. In other words, the more skills you acquire, the more confident you'll naturally become. Think about it. If you can speak 2 languages, you carry yourself with a different kind of poise. If you know how to cook, edit videos, lift weights, speak English fluently, fix things around the house, or teach a skill to others, you feel a sense of inner strength. Why? Because your brain is reassured, I can survive. I can create. I can solve problems. That's the essence of true confidence, the ability to effectively navigate life's challenges. So, start expanding your skill set. Learn public speaking. Learn the art of storytelling. Learn how to cook delicious meals. Learn how to think critically and clearly. Learn how to manage your finances effectively. Learn how to confidently say no. Learn English as if your life depends on it, because in many ways, it actually does. You don't need to master everything overnight. Start with one skill that intimidates you and tackle it incrementally, day by day. Here's a simple illustration. If you're afraid to speak English, begin by committing to 1 sentence per day. Record yourself. Listen back. Identify areas for improvement. That single sentence expands to 5. 5 sentences evolve into a minute. That minute transforms into a conversation, and suddenly, one day you'll reflect and realize, wow, I'm actually confident now. Not because someone handed you a magic pill, but because you built something tangible through your own effort. 3. Get comfortable with the uncomfortable. This one is challenging, but it's where genuine transformation begins. Most people instinctively avoid pain. They avoid risk. They avoid fear. And that's precisely why they remain stuck in mediocrity. Listen closely. If you only ever do what feels comfortable, you'll only ever achieve ordinary results. You must train yourself to willingly step into discomfort and declare, let's do this. Afraid to speak in public? Do it anyway. Stutter, tremble, sweat, but do it. Afraid to go to the gym alone? Go anyway. Afraid to post your video online? Post it. Discomfort isn't your enemy. It's your gateway to growth. And once you train yourself to become comfortable with being uncomfortable, you become unstoppable. Real example. There was a man who was terrified of talking to strangers. So, he set a goal to talk to 100 strangers in 30 days. On day 1, he was visibly shaking. By day 30, he was confidently joking with CEOs. What changed? He bravely walked into the storm of his fear and discovered his own inner strength. Do you want to be truly confident? Then consistently do the things that scare you. Because courage is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. 4. Work on your posture. This may seem simple, but it's profoundly powerful. Your body is your primary form of communication, and confidence begins with how you physically carry yourself. Take a look around. Most people walk with their heads down, shoulders slumped, and eyes downcast. They don't project an image of self-belief because they lack that belief internally. But when you walk with your chest lifted, back straight, head held high, and maintain a calm and steady breath, you broadcast to the world, I am here. I belong. I respect myself. And guess what? When your body language exudes confidence, your brain starts to internalize that confidence. Try it right now. Sit or stand up straight. Lift your chest. Look directly ahead, not down. Offer a slight smile. Breathe deeply and slowly. Feel that? That's your power posture. That's your default setting from now on. Even if you're feeling nervous inside, your body will help carry you through, and people will respond to you differently because of it. You don't even need to say a word. Your posture will speak volumes, declaring, "I'm confident. I trust myself. I'm ready." 5. Limit social media. You are wasting your life by watching others live theirs. Let's be blunt. Social media is eroding your confidence. Yes, I said it. You're spending hours scrolling through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Reels. And what are you actually watching? Beautiful faces, perfect physiques, luxurious vacations, and seemingly flawless lives. You see a 20-year-old with a Mercedes, and suddenly you feel inadequate and resentful of your own life. You engage in constant comparison, and you conclude that you're simply not good enough. And guess what? That completely destroys your confidence. Let me share a powerful truth with you. Nobody showcases their genuine, unfiltered life on social media. That model? She took 300 pictures to get that one perfect post. That influencer flaunting his success? He likely rented that car specifically for the video. That couple always smiling in their videos? They probably had a heated argument just 10 minutes before filming. You are comparing your behind-the-scenes reality with someone else's meticulously crafted highlight reel. You are feeding your brain lies, and your brain is internalizing those lies as truth. That's precisely why you feel unconfident and why you're wasting so much valuable time. You're spending 3 to 5 hours every day watching other people live their lives. What if you invested that same time in improving your own life? Read books, learn new skills, build your body, learn a language, improve your speaking abilities, or launch your own business. You'd be unrecognizable in just 6 months. So, here's your warning. Drastically reduce your social media consumption. I'm not suggesting you delete it entirely, but take control of it. Limit your usage to 30 minutes a day. Only follow accounts that provide genuine value and teach you something useful. Use social media as a tool for growth, not as a source of constant comparison and self-doubt. You weren't born to be a passive observer. You were born to be a creator, a leader, a king. 6. Let go of perfection. Perfection is poison. Listen carefully. This insidious belief is silently undermining your confidence. You're waiting to be perfect before you even begin. You want flawless English before you dare to speak, a perfect body before you set foot in the gym, a flawless business plan before you launch, perfect confidence before you approach someone. And so you wait, and wait, and wait, and nothing ever happens. Perfection is a complete illusion. It simply doesn't exist. When babies learn to walk, they stumble and fall countless times. Do they wait until they become perfect walkers? Absolutely not. They fall, they get back up, they fall again, and that's precisely how they eventually learn to walk. You need to adopt the same mindset. If your English is imperfect, speak anyway. If you're intimidated by the gym, go anyway. If your business idea seems small, start anyway. Confidence isn't cultivated in silence. It's forged through action. Nobody ever became confident by sitting in a room and dwelling on, "What if I fail?" Do you think successful people are flawless? They're not. They simply persevere, even when they don't feel entirely ready. You're afraid of being judged, laughed at, or embarrassed? Good. Embrace it. That's your training. That's how you evolve. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Let go of the unattainable ideal of perfection. Do it messily. Do it while scared. Do it imperfectly. But do it anyway. The world doesn't reward perfection. It rewards courage. 7. Walk into places like you own the place. Change your body. Change your brain. Let's get serious. You want to be confident? Then you need to carry yourself like a confident person. Walk like it, talk like it, stand like it, breathe like it, fake it until you become it. Let me ask you this. When you enter a room, how do you typically enter? Head down, eyes fixed on the floor, shoulders tense, moving quietly as if you don't want anyone to notice you. That's a significant problem because your body is signaling to your brain, I am weak, and your brain readily accepts that message. You feel insignificant, you act timidly, and others treat you accordingly. But now imagine this. You walk into a room with your back straight, shoulders relaxed, head held high, and your eyes focused forward, maintaining a calm and steady breath. You walk deliberately, not rushing. You command the space. You offer a clear and confident greeting. You make eye contact and sit with an air of belonging. Even if you're feeling anxious inside, your body is sending a powerful message of assurance to your brain, and your brain believes it. That's how confidence is built from the outside in. This isn't about being arrogant or showing off. It's about reassuring your mind. I am safe. I am capable. I belong here. You want people to respect you? Respect yourself first. Walk like royalty. Even if you're facing financial challenges, walk with the unwavering knowledge of who you are. That's true confidence. 8. Take care of your inner and outer appearance. If you look like trash, you'll feel like trash. Let's be honest. When you look in the mirror and dislike what you see, it's difficult to feel confident. Your perception of your appearance profoundly impacts your self-worth. This isn't about striving to look like a supermodel. It's about treating yourself with respect and practicing consistent self-care. Start with basic hygiene. Shower daily. Use deodorant. Brush your teeth. Trim your nails. Comb your hair. Wear clean clothes. Ensure you smell fresh. These are seemingly small actions, but they create a powerful self-image in your mind. I am valuable. I respect myself. Now go deeper. Clothes. Wear what makes you feel good, not necessarily expensive clothes. Opt for clean, well-fitting, and ironed clothes. Clothes that complement your body type. Style isn't about money. It's about effort and attention to detail. Your living space. Keep it clean and organized. A messy environment is often a reflection of a cluttered mind. When you take care of your physical space, you also nurture your soul, and internally, work on cultivating your inner self, your thoughts, and your attitude. Are you consumed by hate, jealousy, and fear? Then, regardless of how attractive you may appear on the outside, you will remain unattractive on the inside. Practice meditation, journal, speak to yourself with kindness and compassion, forgive others, cultivate inner strength, read uplifting books, watch inspiring videos, and protect your energy. When you present yourself well externally, feel clean and refreshed, and your mind is focused and sharp, confidence becomes your natural state. 9. Push yourself to do things that scare you. You want genuine confidence? Then stop running away from fear. Run directly toward it. Fear is often a sign of potential growth. The things that frighten you the most: public speaking, initiating conversations with strangers, stepping onto a stage, asking a question in class, sharing your opinion, facing rejection. Those are precisely the things you must actively pursue. If you consistently prioritize comfort, you'll inevitably remain weak. Confidence emerges when you declare, "This thing scares me, therefore I must do it." Imagine two individuals. One consistently avoids situations that evoke fear. The other consistently confronts those fears head-on. After 1 year, who will be more confident? Obviously, the second individual, because each time they face their fear, they become stronger and more resilient. You're afraid of talking to people? Great. Start a conversation with one stranger today. You're intimidated by speaking English? Excellent. Record yourself speaking today and share it online. You struggle with saying no? Practice saying no at least once today. Don't wait for fear to magically disappear. It won't. You have to actively walk through it. That's how confidence is born. Fear isn't your enemy. Fear is your invitation to greatness. 10. Build a new, stronger version of yourself. Become the person you aspire to be. You dislike your current life? You're dissatisfied with your habits, your attitude, your body, your fears, and your results? Then actively build a new and improved version of yourself. Don't procrastinate. Create. You aren't destined to remain the same. You have the power to change. Not overnight, but one deliberate step at a time. You can transform into someone who wakes up early, exercises regularly, speaks clearly and confidently, walks with assurance, helps others, and actively shapes their own life. You aren't trapped. That's a lie. That's the voice of your old self, the lazy, fearful, and weak version. But here's the truth. You have the ability to build version 2 of yourself. Imagine 2 distinct yous. The current you, scared, shy, lazy, constantly waiting and perpetually doubting. And the future you, powerful, focused, respected, happy, loved, and fearless. Which version do you genuinely want to be? Then start behaving like that person today, one step at a time. You aspire to be confident? Then start dressing like it, talking like it, and thinking like it. You don't passively wait for confidence to materialize. You actively train for it. You aren't bound by who you've been in the past. You can become whoever you decide to be. Version 2 is waiting for you, but you must actively build him or her through consistent daily action. Eliminate your weak self and give birth to the confident individual you're meant to be. 11th, talk to yourself with love. Be your own best friend, not your own worst critic. Let's delve deeper. What kind of words do you typically use when you make a mistake? I'm so stupid. I'm ugly. I'm not good enough. I'll never be successful. That's not confidence. That's self-abuse. And if you consistently speak to yourself with such negativity, how will you ever develop genuine self-belief? Let me ask you this. If your younger sibling failed a test, would you say, "You're a complete loser. You're utterly useless. Just give up already"? Of course not. You would offer encouragement, saying, "It's okay. Just try again. You're smart, and I believe in you." So why don't you extend that same compassion and understanding to yourself? Your inner voice shapes your inner world. If you consistently tear yourself down, you will never rise. Confidence starts with how you treat your own heart. From this moment forward, speak to yourself with respect and kindness. When you fail, say, "It's okay. I'm still learning and growing." When you feel afraid, say, "I am bigger than this fear." When you doubt yourself, say, "I've got this. I believe in myself." You are listening to yourself all day long, so ensure that the voice within is a supportive coach, not a destructive killer. 12th, stop trying to prove yourself. You don't need to please everyone. This realization will liberate you. Most people go through life constantly trying to prove something, that they're intelligent, cool, attractive, wealthy, popular, and confident. But why? Because deep down, they don't truly believe they are enough. So they seek external validation, attempting to impress others to feel better about themselves. But here's the truth. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to buy expensive clothes to project an image of success. You don't need to constantly post online to feel seen and validated. You don't need to say yes to every request, simply to be liked. You don't need to justify your life choices to people who don't genuinely care about you. When you're genuinely confident, you stop trying to prove your worth and start actually living your life. Let me give you an example. Imagine a lion calmly walking through the jungle. He doesn't need to roar every 5 minutes to remind everyone that he's the king. He simply walks, exuding a quiet and powerful presence. That's you. When you stop expending energy trying to demonstrate your value to others, you start to genuinely feel your own inherent worth. And that's when they will begin to respect you, not because you're being loud and attention-seeking, but because you're quietly self-assured and confident in who you are. Remember this: confidence is quiet. Insecurity is loud. Be the quiet power in the room. You don't need to be loud to be heard. 13th, understand that life is short. Stop wasting time on fear. Now, I want you to truly internalize this. This life is temporary. You won't live forever, and neither will I. One day, your name will be spoken for the last time. So, the real question is, how are you choosing to spend your life right now? Are you wasting it by constantly worrying about what others think of you? Are you wasting it by trying to please everyone around you? Are you wasting it by mindlessly scrolling through social media and overthinking every little detail? Then let me tell you directly, you're squandering the most precious gift you have. Imagine this. You're 80 years old, sitting in a chair, reflecting on your life. What do you want to feel? Pride or regret? Do you want to say, I wish I had spoken up more often. I wish I had pursued that dream. I wish I had been more courageous. Or do you want to say, I lived fully. I loved deeply. I fought hard for what I believed in. I spoke my truth. I became the person I was always meant to be. Your journey to confidence isn't just about today. It's about building a life that you'll look back on with pride, not regret. You aren't here forever, so stop acting as if you have unlimited time. Speak your truth. Take that chance. Do the things that scare you. Become the person you were truly born to be. 14th, make friends who make you better. Choose your circle carefully. Let me be direct. Your friends are actively shaping your future. If you consistently surround yourself with people who gossip, complain, party excessively every weekend, make light of everything, and dismiss your dreams, you will inevitably become like them. But if you surround yourself with people who discuss growth, books, health, self-respect, business, learning, and engage in meaningful conversations, your confidence will skyrocket. Your social circle is a mirror, reflecting back who you are becoming. If you find that you're consistently the most motivated person in your group, you're likely in the wrong group. You need friends who challenge you, inspire you, correct you when necessary, support you unconditionally, and genuinely believe in you. Not those who secretly enjoy seeing you struggle. Here's a simple rule. If you can't be authentically yourself around them, they aren't your true friends. You deserve friends who celebrate your successes, not those who secretly harbor jealousy. Friends who encourage you to improve and grow, not those who intentionally keep you small. You become like the people you spend the most time with. So take a close look around. If they're not actively building you up, they're likely breaking you down. Choose your friends wisely, because confidence is contagious, and so is self-doubt. 15th, stop laughing at jokes that hurt you. Respect yourself. This point is subtle but deadly. Have you ever been in a group where someone made a joke at your expense? About your height, your appearance, your skin, your English, your clothes, and you awkwardly laughed along? You pretended it was okay, forcing a smile because you didn't want to appear overly sensitive. But deep down, you felt diminished, hurt, and insulted. Let me state this very clearly. Every time you laugh at a joke that wounds you, you're sending a message to your brain. My feelings don't matter. This is incredibly dangerous. You are actively teaching others how to treat you. If you act as if you're okay with being disrespected, they will continue to disrespect you. You must train people how to treat you by consistently demonstrating your standards. If someone makes a joke that crosses the line, don't laugh. Simply remain silent. Look them directly in the eye and calmly say, "I didn't find that funny." Not with anger or excessive drama, but with quiet self-assurance. That moment, that silence, is an act of profound confidence. You don't have to engage in a confrontation or resort to screaming, but you must refuse to laugh at your own pain. Because when you begin to genuinely respect yourself, others will follow suit. 16th, be proud of yourself. Celebrate every win, big or small. Listen carefully. You are not a robot. You are a human being. You need fuel. You need motivation. And you need to receive love and appreciation, especially from yourself. But here's the common problem. So many people only allow themselves to celebrate when they achieve something truly monumental. They don't acknowledge or appreciate the small victories. Waking up early, resisting a bad habit, finishing a chapter in a book, or trying something new. They downplay these achievements, dismissing them as not a big deal. But let me share a powerful truth. If you consistently wait for significant wins to allow yourself to feel proud, you will perpetually feel empty. Every small step forward is a victory. Every tiny effort is a battle won. Every time you resist the urge to quit, you are growing. So celebrate it. Don't wait for external validation. Give yourself the recognition you deserve. Look at yourself in the mirror and affirm, "I did better today. I'm still moving forward. I respect myself." Do you think a confident person develops confidence by waiting for someone else's approval? Absolutely not. They provide it to themselves. Buy yourself a treat when you work hard. Write down your accomplishments. No matter how small, give yourself credit for your efforts. Speak like a champion, even if you're still in the process of learning. Because when you actively celebrate your own progress, your brain receives the message, "I am valuable. I am growing. I am proud of the person I am becoming." That's how genuine confidence is cultivated. 17th, be ready to learn from anyone. You don't know everything. Confidence doesn't equate to pretending to be all-knowing. In fact, the most truly powerful people in the world share one key characteristic. They are always open to learning from everyone around them. Real confidence is the ability to honestly admit, "I don't know that. Can you teach me?" You know what insecure people do? They feign knowledge, pretending to understand everything. They never ask questions. They don't genuinely listen. They nod their heads in agreement, but they fail to grow. Why? Because they're terrified of appearing foolish. But guess what? Asking questions is the very foundation of wisdom. Imagine you're in a room full of people. One person remains quiet but asks thoughtful and insightful questions. Another person talks loudly and confidently but says nothing of substance or value. Who's truly smarter? It's the one who actively listens, the one who's always eager to learn. Think about it. Some people have gained life-altering wisdom from everyday folks like drivers, street vendors, waiters, farmers, and even janitors. People whose life experiences far outweigh anything you can find in a book. Never look down on anyone. Don't ever think you've made it. Every single person you encounter possesses knowledge that you don't. Stay humble. Stay hungry for knowledge. Ask questions, observe, learn, and grow. That's the true definition of confidence. 18. Engage with new people. Open your mouth and speak. Open your world to new possibilities. Let me emphasize this. You cannot build confidence by hiding in your shell. You have to speak up. You have to initiate conversations. You have to break the silence. Most people are afraid to talk to strangers, worrying, what if they judge me? What if I sound stupid? What if they ignore me? But what if they don't? What if that stranger becomes your closest friend? What if that one conversation unlocks a new opportunity for you? What if simply saying hello completely transforms your life? Confidence blossoms when you step outside your comfort zone. Try this. The next time you're at a store, offer a kind word to the cashier. At the bus stop, ask a stranger how their day is going. At the gym, compliment someone on their hard work. In class or online, try saying, "Hey, I really liked your idea. What do you think about this?" You don't need a specific reason to start a conversation. You just need the courage to try. Networking isn't about putting on a fake smile. It's about being open to connecting with people who can open doors to new possibilities. Every confident person possesses this skill. They can walk into a room, shake hands, and leave with newfound respect. Practice it consistently. Don't wait until you think you're perfect. Start saying hi because every stranger represents a doorway to something new and exciting, and confident people are the ones who walk through that door. 19. Choose empowerment over self-pity. Don't be the victim, be the source of fire. This one comes straight from my heart. It's a tough message, it's raw, but it's undeniably real. Too many people have made a home within their pain. They constantly replay their problems like a broken record, stuck on repeat. My life is hard. Nobody helps me. I've been hurt. I'm unlucky. I was born poor. I have no support. Look, maybe all of that is true. Maybe life has been incredibly unfair to you. Maybe people have betrayed your trust. Maybe you've been broken down. But right now, you have two choices. Remain a victim or become the fire. Because no matter what has happened in your past, you are ultimately responsible for what happens next. Confidence isn't about having a perfect past. It's about having the strength to declare that the pain ends with you. I refuse to carry it any longer. I will rise above it. Let me be like an older brother to you and say this plainly. Stop repeating your sad story. Start writing a bold new one. The world doesn't reward those who complain. It rewards those who fight. Be the person who says, "Yes, my story is filled with pain, but watch me transform it into power." You are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by what you choose to become today. That mindset is confidence. That mindset is fire. 20. Start with what you already have. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start moving forward right now. This is the final point, and it's the one that separates dreamers from doers. Stop saying one day. Stop saying maybe later. Stop saying when I'm ready. Begin now, with the resources you have at your disposal. Don't have the perfect body? Start walking. Don't have perfect English? Start speaking. Don't have money? Start learning with free books and online videos. Don't have support? Be your own biggest supporter. Start small, but start. Everyone desires to start big, but every giant oak tree began as a tiny seed. Every champion started as a beginner. Every confident speaker was once filled with nervousness. Every successful person once had nothing. Embrace courage. So, utilize what you possess. Use your pain as fuel. Use your hunger as motivation. Use your free time wisely. Use your broken heart to build resilience. Use your quiet nights to plan. Use your inexpensive phone to connect. Use your small room as a sanctuary. Because when you use what you have, the universe tends to reward you with more. But if you wait for perfect conditions to materialize, you'll likely die waiting. Say this with me. I will no longer sit and wait. I will move forward. I will build something. I will become the person I'm meant to be. Start messy. Start scared. Start now. Because the ones who ultimately succeed aren't always the smartest, the richest, or the most talented. They're the ones who begin regardless of their circumstances. You don't need anyone's permission to be powerful. You don't need perfection to begin. You need hunger. you need fire, and you need unwavering faith in your own fight. So, move forward, not as the person you used to be, but as the confident warrior you were always destined to become. And if nobody else believes in you, let me be the first to say that I do. Listen to me closely. Your life has the potential to change dramatically. But in order for that to happen, you must make a conscious decision. Do you want to simply scroll endlessly, or do you want to grow and evolve? You only have one life to live. Make it strong, make it bold, and make it beautiful. On this channel, we explore something powerful every single day. Lessons that challenge your thinking, stories that touch your heart, book summaries that provide you with a new mindset, biographies of successful individuals that show you what's truly possible, and, most importantly, English language skills that can change your future trajectory. If you're looking to boost your confidence, improve your English speaking abilities, and become the best version of yourself, then you've found your home. I'm not just teaching, I'm walking alongside you on this journey. So, don't just watch and leave. Hit that subscribe button and become part of our community, a family that's committed to building powerful minds, strong hearts, and unbreakable confidence, one day at a time. Remember, the world ultimately belongs to those who commit to learning every single day. Will you be one of them?